here. I don't see myself on. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think we're live over here. Let me make sure I'm doing this on Facebook too. Bear with me for just a second. This is wrestling trivia going down. Yeah, we're on there too, man. Let me make it public so people can see it. Edit audience. Everybody can see it. Okay, here we go. Here we go, man. Here we go. Welcome, Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz, and More Professional Wrestling Trivia. I like doing this trivia, man, so I'm going to let a couple more people roll in the room. I don't know if anybody's going to, because this was a impromptu, set them up, knock them down, just throw some wrestling trivia questions out there, real easy ones, just to see if if people have a nature for these kind of questions. You get the head in the right frame of mind. And we'll see if we have any fans of wrestling, because like I said earlier, this is an easy one. This is almost generic questions, but they're always fun. For all you people that are just rising now, it's wake and bake time. Mr. Pigeon, my brother out there, De Niro. Hey, at least we got 2 people watching us. Things can't be so bad. It says on here that I got 8 people watching me on the on this studio live reacting, this new kind of thing that I'm doing over here. So if you want to do some pro wrestling trivia, you're at the right place to do it. My brother 86 boxing out there, Nando Lamas. Yeah, we got some pro wrestling fans in here. We can get this thing going pretty soon. Gotta get the wake and bake going. This is actually my first buzz of the day. 8 people watching. Pigeon with his burner accounts. We gotta love those though, bro. Because I get these 8 subs in a week, and all of a sudden they're gone. I think YouTube's verifying those burner accounts, Pigeon. But you keep coming back, my brother. I mean, dude, Pigeon gave me a couple of super chats. That's YouTube history. I don't think Pigeon's giving anybody on here super chats, man. Pigeon works hard for his dough. I don't know where he gets it, but it ain't going without a good reason. And if Pigeon's giving me super chats, bro, right on, my brother. Right on, my brother. These are going to be easy ones, but what I did was I made these for more for the modern wrestling. See, I go back. I started watching wrestling back in the 60s, so if I want to put a hard one together, it's going to be it's going to be a difficult. Like I said, this one I threw this one together this morning. A lot of cut and pasting. A lot of stuff that's going on like right now with Raw in the world of professional wrestling. And oh man, I don't have any water here, man. I gotta get some water. Bear with me for 1 second. I'll be right back. Oscar, my brother, good to see you in here. The Bud Files, Nando, professional wrestling, 86, man. If you guys have a little bit of a clue on what's going on in wrestling today, you should do all right on this one. And get your water in you too, man. The most important thing you can put in your body on a daily basis is hydration, and the purest form is water. So make sure you're drinking enough water. That's all I'm going to say about health today. The drunk Irishman, Carlos Mendoza. Salute, my brother. Coffee. I haven't had a cup of coffee in about 8 years. I think it was 8 years since I stopped drinking coffee. Even before that, I was kind of drinking a lot of decaf. But just water, bro. Just water. But let's get this sucker started here, man. Let's get this sucker started. We'll get my screen in order here. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that worked pretty well. And we will we'll resume the game, man. You know how this works, man. There's going to be, it's a trivia question format. There's going to be 4 multiple choice questions. This all has to do with professional wrestling. And we'll see how all you cats go. Mr. P, you're all jacked up, bro. You could be a professional wrestler. You could teach them a few things. So no vodka. Too early for that vodka in the U.S. You know, I'm not a drinker. But my wife has 1 or 2 wines on a daily basis, and we try to keep that. We try to keep that going on. So let's start this game. We got a 2-minute countdown. A 2-minute countdown before the first question comes up, and then, like I said, El Cuatro, salute, my brother. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Let's get to the first question, man. Like I said earlier, man, I can't just go to the questions. I use this program. It's a pretty cool one, man. And the reason I'm doing this today, because I looked at my email this morning and they charged me $20 a month. I guess they charge you for this. I thought it was a one-time fee, but no, I found out it was 20 a month, 20 plus tax. I think it's 23.11, something like that. But then I said, this is a fun thing. So we're gonna pay that bill. We're gonna do trivia because, man, I got a lot of knowledge in this fucking dome of mine, bro. I got professional wrestling knowledge. I have, of course, boxing knowledge, as we all know. I have jazz. I have rock music in my head. You know, I have health and nutrition. I have professional bodybuilding, man. You know, I can do quizzes on a lot of things, and they're fun because what they do is, like Carlos pointed out the other day, they keep our mind sharp. We can exercise in the gym, we can push iron, we can eat clean, but we have to keep our mind sharp, and this is the way to do it, bro. El Javi, you know, I'm not a big watcher of wrestling anymore, too. I watch WrestleMania, but somehow, once it's in your blood, it's in there for life, bro. It's, you know, I guess it's kind of like boxing. Underground Asylum, my brother. Salute to you, man. Long time no see, my man. Shout out to the Underground Asylum. Underground Asylum, you better go teach the OG KQ how to unblock me, bro. He blocked me one day, and now he doesn't know how to unblock me. I think he did it in StreamYard, so it kind of messed him up on YouTube, but you're his right-hand man, bro. So go over there and straighten out the OG, bro. We ain't got no beefs. He calls me up all the time and everything. He's like, Bruce, I think you're shadow banned, brother. I can't unblock you. I'm like, hey, OG, you'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But here we go. Here's the first question. Who is known as The Rock in pro wrestling? This is a real hard one, man. Who is The Rock in pro wrestling? 1, is it Stone Cold Steve Austin? 2, is it John Cena? 3, is it Hulk Hogan? Or 4, is it Dwayne Johnson? Like I said, bro, these are going to be easy, but they're going to be fun. So let's see if we get a 100% winning and on 100% turnout here. Teddy, my brother. All right, man. I see everybody's. I see all the little applause up there. So it looks like we're doing pretty well, and I'm giving you a lot of time. I'm spacing this out. Lazy, hazy, foggy Sunday afternoon. And make sure you refresh your computers too, because we want to have this. Everybody gets an even chance. Hey, brah, El Cuatro, not everybody's a genius at wrestling like you, my brother. So we have to start simple. And like I said earlier, these are generic questions. This is just something to do. I can make a real hard one up, and I can definitely do that. That would really pick your mind. But everybody knows this. We got 100% said Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson is The Rock. Time to do a blast and wait for question number 2, which is going to be easy too. Refresh that tablet, my brother, because that's the thing. If you're not on the same speed as us, okay. Which wrestler is known for his 619 move? Is it 1? Is it The Undertaker? 2, is it Rey Mysterio? 3, is it Randy Orton? Or 4, is it Brock Lesnar? The 619. Some of you cats are probably known for your 6'9" move, but this is the legendary 619. And man, like I said earlier, I might have made this too easy, but hey, everybody gets a participation trophy. A few more seconds, get your answer in there, and this is based on the speed of your response and the correctness of your response. So that's how it's computated. We got a scoreboard that I'm not penciling nothing in. Nobody can bribe me on this one. And the answer is, of course, everybody knows, man. It's a devastating move. set you right up for it, and ba-bang, Rey Mysterio, and everybody got this one right. Once again, man, we got some hot numbers in here. We got some extremely educated wrestling fans, and even you cats who've haven't seen wrestling for a long time. How can you not know some of these answers? El Quattro, I want you to get first place in this, man. I want to see your speed and accuracy on this one, my brother. Nando first in there, bro. Everybody else was second, but Nando was the first one. Who's considered Nature Boy? Who's considered the Nature Boy in pro wrestling? 1, is it Triple H? 2, is it Shawn Michaels? 3, is it Ric Flair? Or 4, Bret the Hitman Hart? Oh, I just said what he was known as, but who's known as the Nature Boy? I'm seeing all the correct answers in there. Underground Asylum's got that quick computer, man, quick the computer speed, so he got his in there first. It looks like to me, man. I'm looking on YouTube, so I can't tell because you can do it, but I don't know how to connect this trivia program I have to StreamYard. So I'm kind of like all over the place watching the screens going on over here. But of course, the answer is the Nature Boy, and he's not the original Nature Boy. The original Nature Boy was Buddy Rogers, but Ric Flair actually had a feud with Buddy Rogers back in the early 70s. And supposedly broke his leg, and Ric Flair is, and forever was, and forever is the Nature Boy. 100%, man. Yeah, you cats got some serious wrestling brains on you. Oh no, my Kleenex, man. I got that the allergies in the springtime. Something new is happening to me. But okay, man. Let's get the next question. Question number 4 coming up. Is everybody ready? Which wrestler is known for the F5 finisher? Is it The Rock? 1, is it 2, is it Stone Cold? 3, is it John Cena? Or 4, is it Brock Lesnar? Nando is cheating. I don't know, man. I see a lot of right ones up there. I see a few wrong ones up there, man. Keep it going, man. You got a 25% chance no matter which one you vote on. 1 in 4. So let's go, bro. Professional wrestling. Everybody loves it, man. Back in the day, nobody would admit to it until the wrestling fans started driving BMWs and wearing Rolexes around 1985. Then all of a sudden, everybody's a pro wrestling fan, bro, and you're proud of it. But anyway, of course, the answer on this is, man, the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. I lie, I cheat, I steal. Hey, man, we pick up a lot of good morals from professional wrestling, bro. You know, like Blassie said, it's only cheating if you get caught. Something I kind of carried through my entire life. But let's get ready for the question number 25. Clear those heads out, man. It's coming at you. It's coming down the pike. Rascalot, my brother. Salute, my man. Salute. Next question. 7 more seconds. We got to clear the information out from this one. And here we go, man. The next question. Who is known as the Phenom in pro wrestling? Is it 1 for The Undertaker? Is it 2 for Sting? Is it 3 for Kane? Or is it 4 for Goldberg? The Phenom. I see the answers coming in quickly. Got a few people that have to think on this one. Because see, I'm an old-time wrestling fan myself, and this is all the new stuff. But the Phenom, the Dead Man, the American Badass. He's had a bunch of names, bro, but he's been with the company for since the freaking 90s, and he's still put on. He'll still come out for an exhibition. So they say, but of course it's Mark the Undertaker, bro. 67% of you got that one right. We had somebody goes both for Kane and a couple for Goldberg, but yep, the Phenom. And as Vince Mann would say it, Mean Mark Callis. He's been around for a long time, bro. Him and Big Daddy Cool They were a tag team back in the old days, bro. They were Big Daddy Cool and Mean Mark Callis. Which wrestler is known for his RKO finisher? Is it 1? Is it Seth Rollins? 2? Is it Roman Reigns? 3? Is it Randy Orton? Or 4? Is it Dean Ambrose? The RKO. I mean, you get somebody in a real fight and you're able to apply this move and bang, you're gonna look on the fucking sidewalk and they're gonna be spitting their teeth out. So this is some of the things that we pick up from professional wrestling. You get in a real fight, and sometimes you can use those moves. You can slip in an arm drag, a suplex, bro, and it's and they fucking work. But anyway, who's known for the RKO finisher? That's why they say don't try these moves at home. And of course, the RKO, his father was an amazing wrestler, kind of invented the superplex. But of course it is Randy Orton. Randy Orton, 100% of you got that, man. So I see a lot of wrestling IQ in the building, man. I see some serious pedigrees over here, bro. So let's after every 10 questions, we'll check the scoreboard out. We'll see who's ahead. We'll check the leaderboard. This way we'll keep it interesting. Everybody's got an equal chance. Like I said, you got to know what you're talking about. You got to be fast on the draw, just like pretty much like life, you know. The quick and the dead. Who is known as the Game in pro wrestling? Is it Triple H? That's 1. 2, is it Kurt Angle? 3, is it Edge? Or 4, is it Chris Jericho? The Game. Time to play the game. It's time. I mean, this dude's a fucking phenom. Married the boss's daughter. Unbelievable stuff, bro. Used to be with China. China talked on Howard Stern, how he used to like to stick it in her ass. I mean, fucking Triple H, bro. The guy had bypass surgery. Fucking roided to the max. But he's all the way. It's like the mafia, bro. Once you get in the game and you marry Don's daughter, fuck, bro. The man known as the Game, of course. Triple H, bro. It's more fun just talking about these fucking questions than it is answering them, figuring them out. But yes, my first buzz of the day is kicking in, man. From this beautiful little vape that I have. It's called King Louis, the King Louis strain. Nice, very heady and relaxing, and makes me want to participate in the game even more. Let's get ready for question number 8, and we'll see how we're doing, my man. We'll see how we're doing. Which wrestler is known for his stunner? Who's got the stunner as their finishing move? 1, is it The Rock? 2, is it Stone Cold? 3, is it John Cena? Or 4, is it Hulk Hogan, the stunner? See, that's what I like to see, the fast. That's what you got to be. You got to be fast with these. I see Nando. Nando's got that finger going, bro. You got to take it out of the old honey jar and put it on the keyboards. And you got to get you got to be fast with these with the answers on this. But of course, man, the stunner. Vince McMahon at 70 years old got a stunner at WrestleMania a couple of years ago. I was watching it with D Styles. Laughed like a son of a bitch. I said to D Styles, like, they were friends. I said, D Styles, he's gonna get himself a stunner. You watch. And we were laughing. All of a sudden, the kick to the stomach, the fucking boom, the stun. And Vince takes it like a pro, man. Nobody takes those bumps like Vince, man. He almost did a 360. It was so good. But yeah, man, 100% of you knew it. Stone Cold Steve Austin with the stunner. And we're gonna check out it's really coming down to the speed and the quickness of the fingers and how fast your internet's coming in. But we'll check it out after a couple more questions, and we'll see how he's all doing. Who is known as the Hitman in professional wrestling? I mean, I'm making these real difficult, as you can see. Is it Triple H? 2 for Shawn Michaels, 3 for Ric Flair, 4 for Bret Hart. Real easy ones here, man. Real easy ones. I'm seeing 100% right answers. Unlike my boxing quizzes, I don't get it, bro. My boxing quizzes, the numbers are all over the board. I put on basic wrestling, and man, all you cats are pros in here. I should have just done the Attitude Era. See, I can do things like that with this program. You have the ability to go back and find different trivia that people put in the past, Attitude Eras, rated R eras. But anyway, man, the Hitman, another guy who's in it like he's in the mafia. Family members have died, bones have been broken, marriages have been torn apart, but they stay in the game, bro. And that's Bret the Hitman Hart coming out of Alberta, Canada, the dungeon. The famous Hart family, bro. If you fuck with one of them, they're all gonna come get you like bees. And believe me, that Hart family, tough as they come, bro. Tough as they come. You gotta have them, Nando, man, especially with the pro wrestling. Hey, there's my brother. My brother, boxing conversation with Reggie Owens. I call him the Arrow, ARRO. Always right, Reggie Owens, bro. Reggie, let's see how your knowledge of wrestling is. Which wrestler is known for his attitude adjustment move? 1, is it The Undertaker? 2, is it Randy Orton? 3, is it John Cena? 4, is it Brock Lesnar? The attitude adjustment. A lot of people on YouTube need a fucking attitude adjustment, bro. Maybe we'll bring John Cena on to give him one, but who's known for the attitude adjustment? Type it in there, bro. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Randomly picked numbers on here. We're at question 10, so we're gonna check out the leaderboard after this one. Let's see how we did here. Let's see how you cats did on this one, man. Active of Sorts. Hey, Active of Sorts. Good to see you in here, man. I haven't seen you here before. Make sure you come back again. Play the game. Sub to the channel. Very important. If you're a Pigeon Clone account, sub anyway, bro. Sub anyway. Computing the answers. And of course, the answer is John Cena with the attitude adjustment. 92% of you got that right. Randy Orton, good guess, bro. But hey, man, if you like me and haven't seen wrestling, I know I did, Reggie. But that's why you got to be sharp in here. I do that a lot. I'll slip those answers in there. So that's why I make sure if you're paying attention, you get an extra point. You know what I'm saying, brother? Some people just kind of put you on and then they start hitting on the bong or start hitting the sauce and, man, they don't know what you're talking about. Okay, man. Who is known as the Viper in pro wrestling? Is it Triple H? 2, is it Randy Orton? 3, is it Edge? Or 4, is it Batista? The Viper. I'm kind of known as the Viper too, man, but that's not in professional wrestling. That's in the bedroom. The Viper. Who's known as the Viper? Come on, let's see it. Let's see it, man. And that's man. I didn't do that. I didn't go to the board here, so we're gonna pause this right now, and then we're gonna display the leaderboard. We're gonna see who's doing the best in here, man. Let's see how you's all doing. And Nando Lamas is in first place, man. Nando's got 10 correct votes, and he's been hitting that button quicker. Oscar's in second place. De Niro's in third place, man. El Quattro's holding up the fourth place. The Drunk Irishman, 86, man. All you guys are participating. So believe me, we have 50 questions here. Plenty of time to come around, man. Let's resume this game. Let's see what this last question was, man. Who is known as the Viper? And of course, man, we all know that one, man. Randy Orton, the Viper. Hell of a good name to have in wrestling. I hope y'all enjoying this, man. I'm having a blast. A good way to kill a couple of hours in the afternoon. Let's keep with it. Keep this contest rolling. Keep the buzz cooking. I got to take Bruno out a little bit for a walk. It's kind of foggy out there, but hey, I took him out this morning. They had to shake a couple of times. Yep, it definitely is El Quattro's coming down to speed. Speed. The need for speed. Archive, we'll wrench you up while you're here too, bro. What wrestler is known for his pedigree finisher? The pedigree. Think about that one, man. Is it Triple H? Is it Seth Rollins? Is it Roman Reigns? Or is it Dean Ambrose? The devastating pedigree. That'll put you out. You get that. You slap that on somebody in a real fight, and they're gonna see stars and lucky if they wake up the next morning. somebody goes for a leg dive, whoop, bang. It can be done, bro. It can be done, believe me. The wrestler known for his pedigree finisher. Who is it? And let's computate the answers, bro. The polls are closed. Is it 1 for Triple H, 2 for Seth Rollins, 3 for Roman Reigns, or 4 for Dean Ambrose? The pedigree. We all know the pedigree. We don't want to feel the pedigree. A devastating move, and it was Triple H's finisher. Nando got himself another first place vote there, bro. We'll keep it moving. The next question. Who is known as the Great One in pro wrestling? Is it 1, is it The Rock? 2, is it Stone Cold? 3, is it John Cena? Or 4, is it Hulk Hogan? The Great One. Hey, he's not going to get you 86, bro, but you would have been in there real quick. Might have even been first. I don't know, man, but I'm seeing all kind of winning numbers in there. All kind of nobody's gotten this one wrong. Even Pigeon, guy who hasn't watched a professional wrestling match since 1972, and he got this one right. So, yeah, I'm making them too easy, but hey, this is fun. What else are we going to do on a Sunday afternoon? We're going to talk about the fights all day long, about Canelo. Did he carry him? Was Munguia just inexperienced, way out of his league? Who knows? But anyway, man, the Great One. Who's the Great One? Who do you think? It doesn't matter what you think. The Great One is The Rock. The original Rocky Maivia? Is that who we're talking about? Or Rocky the Soul Man Johnson? I'm sure there's a bunch of them if we really go dig into it, man. Let's get ready for the next there you go, JD. It definitely passes an hour, and I have fun doing it, bro. Which wrestler is known for his choke slam move? Was it The Undertaker? 2, was it Kane? 3, was it Goldberg? Or 4, was it The Big Show? The choke slam. Everybody has their finishing maneuver, and they're all like pretty much registered trademarks. Other federations, they can't use the name. They have to switch it around. Like the stunner is called something else in AEW. But anyway, man, who's the original choke slam? Don The Rock Morocco. Yep, could have been The Rock Morocco. I think he was wrestling the same time as the Soul Man Johnson, though, too, man. But anyway, man, the choke slam. The big red machine. We all know that one, bro. We all know that one, man. A lot of them using the choke slam. The Big Show's used it. Undertaker's used it, but Big Daddy Kane, that's the original, bro. That's his finishing move. Definitely not Goldberg. Goldberg had that fucking like a head buster suplex spike that he had, man. And, it was all over in 30 seconds. But that was Goldberg. Goldberg was a character. The choke slam from hell. There we go, man. Time for a drink of water, and let's get this next question up on the board. Come on, man. Who's known as the architect? That's one's gonna have to make you think a little bit. Is Seth Rollins the architect? Is Roman Reigns the architect? Is John Cena the architect? Or is Dean Ambrose? Put your vote in now, man. You got 30 seconds. We're closing in, man. I see a lot of right answers up there. I see some guesses, but hey, bro, it's all cool, man. It's all cool. Participation is everything in these. This is just fun to make your mind think a little bit. I don't watch wrestling either, bro. And I probably would have gotten this one wrong too, but it's number one, bro. Seth Rollins, considered to be an up and coming on, a veteran now. But I remember when he first came around with the Shield, with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, man. I didn't like them when they came around, but they just seem to win all the time. And look at them now. Roman Reigns is the face of professional wrestling, I guess you can say, and Dean Ambrose over in AEW, and Seth Rollins, bro, he's kind of running the SmackDown. You gotta love it though, bro. You gotta love it, man. Let's get ready for the next question. Which wrestler is known for his spear? And you use that on somebody and they're not fucking ready for that, you're gonna break their fucking back. Is it Triple H? 1, 2, is it Randy Orton? 3, is it Edge? Or 4, is it Batista? The spear. Devastating move, bro. You gotta practice with your competition. You gotta get that down. And Pigeon, good guess, but you got a few people you can cheat on in front of you, man. This is like sitting at an open book exam in the old 8th grade graduation days, bro. The spear, and they all use it now. Every wrestler pretty much has that spear in their repertoire. But one of the originals, man, one of the guys who definitely had it in there good was number 3, Edge. Devastating spear, man. And there's another guy who broke his neck, came back to wrestle again. Got like a Vinny Pazienza, man. You don't come back and do this shit once you get your fucking neck broken. These guys, man, like I'm telling you, bro, this is like the mafia. They love this more than life itself. This is like the world of boxing. These professional wrestlers, bro, they're in a class by themselves. And if you tell anyone of them it's fake, they'll slap the shit out of you, man. They take it serious, and it's a fraternity. And I love it, bro. Let's get to the next question here. Question number 3. Question number 16. When we get to 20, we'll recap the scores again, and we'll see what's going on. All right, here's a difficult one. Who's known as the Heartbreak Kid? Is it 1 for Triple H, 2 for Shawn Michaels, 3 for Ric Flair, 4 for Bret the Hitman Hart? I see a lot of participation, man. Appreciate it. And like I said earlier, you just got to be fast. If you're thinking, if you feel it, don't even look at the answers, man. Just find that one quickly and boom, hit it in there. This is almost like testing your nerves and your reflexes, along with your knowledge of professional wrestling. All right, man. We all know the Heartbreak Kid, bro. Sweet Chin Music. Quattro. No, these are simple ones. There's going to be some hard ones in there, but I want to do the current wrestling. If we go back and I do the hard ones, I'm definitely going to do that, but not today. This I put together in like an hour. This was just to see if I could get this program to put it on YouTube myself. I wasn't sure if I could connect it up, but bro, and look at Pigeon. These are hard, bro. Come on, if you know what's going on, then you're gonna get them. But if not, for a genius like you, they are definitely simple. But what this goes to show you is you're a god amongst men in here as far as professional wrestling goes. So put up with us, imbeciles, if you will. Which wrestler is known for the GTS? And that means go to sleep, the finisher. Is it Seth Rollins? 2, is it John Cena? 3, is it Daniel Bryan? Or 4, is it CM Punk? The GTS, that's when you see that, you know that the match is coming to an end. And who is it, bro? Another guy who takes wrestling really serious. Went to mixed martial arts, got his ass kicked. Came back to wrestling, and now he's big name in the WWE. And who is it, bro? Is it Rollins, Cena, Bryan, or Punk? And you gotta love that name, man. My name is CM Punk. I used to go to school with a guy named CM Whitmore. And he was kind of wacky too, man. This guy was walking around with no shoes on in Boston in fucking December and parked a Volkswagen in front of the Dome for like a month. But anyway, man, CM Punk. You're doing very well, Pigeon. In fact, all you cats are. Another couple of questions. We'll once again take a quick look at the leaderboard. Or I could do it on the side and tell you instead of putting it up. But now we'll do it. We'll let everybody see what's going on. Hey, my sister Denise Wards, man. All right, everybody. The joint is just cleaned up. It's gotten classy. The queen. And I don't call these women queen, but Denise, she digs boxing, jazz. She's in here to answer a couple of wrestling questions. That is, in my eyes, that is a queen, man. So shout out to my sister Denise Wards. Who is known as the R-rated superstar in professional wrestling? 1 for Triple H, 2 for Randy Orton, 3 for Edge, 4 for Batista. The rated R superstar. I seen Denise out there. That reminds me, I gotta have to do another jazz one soon because there's nothing like a jazz trivia. Who is known as the R-rated superstar in pro wrestling? Let's compute the answers. Computating. I don't know which way I like to pronounce it. But anyway, man, the R-rated superstar, Edge. Everybody got that one right. We're up to going on to 20 questions. When we finish number 20, yeah, man. Hey, last night I picked up, I think, about 6 subs. I only need about 25 more or something like that, or 70 more, whatever it is. But I picked up a bunch of them last night, Denise. I appreciate that. Yes, absolutely. I did a jazz one once before. I only did a half a jazz one. No problem. Jazz is my bag, brother. Jazz is my bag. Okay, man. Which wrestler is known for his crippler crossface move? 1, is it Rey Mysterio? 2, is it Kurt Angle? 3, is it Eddie Guerrero? Or 4, is it Chris Benoit? And you put somebody in a crippler crossface for real, there's going to be a smashed nose. There's going to be black and blues under the eyes. It's devastating. I've been in a crippler crossface back in high school wrestling, man. And you don't want it. You don't want that move. It should be outlawed. But who's known for the crippler crossface? The crippler himself, one of the most bizarre stories in professional wrestling, man. Chris Benoit murdered his wife and his son, committed suicide. They don't know what made him do that, man. Same with me, Denise. I don't really know shit about the contemporary jazz. I listen to it at Smalls Jazz Club a lot, but as far as the classic stuff that I know. But anyway, this was the crippler, Chris Benoit. You know, like I said earlier, if you don't know about him, and all you cats, this is probably one of the more difficult subjects in professional wrestling. This happened. I was in New Orleans. I was at a powerlifting competition, and anyway, Chris Benoit. Let's get to the next question, if we can. Let's see who got this one right. Who was the original animal in professional wrestling? See, this is one that I put from the old days. The original animal. Was it Triple H? Was it Randy Orton? Was it George Steele? Or was it Edge? The original animal. I should have put Batista on there too. But this goes way back to the old days. This was one of the first cats I saw when he was wrestling, man. The original animal. Chewing the turnbuckles. That came later. That came when he became more like a children's character. But in the 60s, in the 70s, George the Animal Steele was truly an animal. Always had a foreign object. This guy would bite you. He was a once in a generation wrestler. School teacher from Detroit, Michigan. He'd teach during the year, wrestling in the off season until he became a huge superstar. And anyway, man, hairy, man. Whew. I saw somebody throw a clam cake at him at a little wrestling hall. I mean, I don't know if you know what a clam cake is, but a clam cake is like a doughboy. It's a hush puppy kind of a thing. And it's deep fried. And it's got chopped clams in there, and they sell them in New England at events. You know, you throw them in the fryer later, you get a bag of them. They're awesome. And he's in the ring wrestling. Somebody in the fans threw a fucking clam cake on him. It stuck to his back, the hair, and you could see the grease coming down. And and it's something I'll never forget as long as I live. But George the Animal Steel, a cool guy, and this is one of the oh no, that's not what I want to do. I want to resume the game over here. Here we go. Let's resume this game, brother. We're on the 22nd question. Oh man, let's go to 25, and then we'll take a look at this. Which wrestler is known for his black mass finisher? Is it Shusuke Nakatani? Is it Seth Rollins? Is it Finn Balor? Or is it Aleister Black? The black mass finisher. And these guys today too, they're like 200-pound, 220-pound guys, and they're just they're as devastating as the 300-pounders of yesteryear were, because they're true athletes and they're not on steroids like they were. Maybe a little bit, but back in the 80s, man, some of these guys were like they're walking posters for anabolic steroids. Huge scandal. But right now in wrestling, a new wrestler around, man, he's known for the black mass. He looks kind of crazy when you look at him, tattooed from head to toe. And anyway, man, his name is Aleister Black. I see him on NXT when he first came around. And 80% of you got that one right. Nando's quick over here with the finger. You said Finn Balor. That's why wrestling is a ever evolving sport. So you got to be on top of things. Pigeon, remember when they found Triple H in the Philippines stealing candy? Did they? Oh, they were the main juices. Who is known as the Ayatollah of rock and roller in professional wrestling? 1, is it Triple H? 2, is it The Rock? 3, is it Edge? Or 4, is it Chris Jericho? The Ayatollah of rock and roller. Alonzo, my brother, salute, man. Alonzo, I was thinking about you when I set this quiz up, bro. You should have been the first one in there. You would have won. The Ayatollah of rock and roller. Who is it? Is that the real Alonzo? That's the whole thing, man. I don't know if it's the real or the fake one. I think the real one's the only one that's got a wrench in here. It's the only way you can tell. But he's a famous guy having trolls chasing him, using his name, bro. So, but I know he's a wrestling fan. Alonzo loves this shit, so he'll get them all right from now on in. And who is known as the Ayatollah of rock and roller? And of course, man, we all know who that is, bro. Chris Jericho. A true character in the game. We all need help, Quattro, bro. I need it too, man. I can't afford it. This is my therapy right here. This and this, and I try to get through my day. But anyway, man, 82% of you got that. 10% said The Rock. So we got participation going on. Let's check out the next question, man. The next question is, which wrestler is known for his Red Arrow finisher? 1, is it Seth Rollins? 2, is it Rey Mysterio? 3, is it Neville? Or 4, is it Finn Balor? The Red Arrow. And another devastating move. The first time I saw this on NXT, I was like, holy fuck. This guy's going to break his neck, man. But he didn't. Not yet, anyway. Gary Neville. Let's see who it is, Mr. P. The Red Arrow. Just Google the Red Arrow and just watch some fucking poor jobber take that move and have to brace himself for some guy about 7 feet coming right flat down on you. There you go, Quattro. But anyway, it's Neville. Neville be the man. We're going to do the next question, and I want to remember to take a pause and take a look at the leaderboard, and we'll see what's up, and then we'll go back to the game. Our next question is coming up very shortly. Time for get those throat muscles hydrated. You'll still place highly, Quattro, but you won't win because Nando's got that speed. Who's known as the Celtic Warrior in professional wrestling? 1, is it Sheamus? 2, is it Finn Balor? 3, is it Drew McIntyre? Or 4, is it Becky Lynch? The Celtic Warrior. I think Mad Chad should be known as the Celtic Warrior himself, bro. That's kind of I'm going to start calling him that from now on. But who is it, bro? Is it Sheamus, Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, or Becky Lynch? Or Mad Chad? You can press 5 for Mad Chad. But this is the Celtic Warrior. Whiter than pigeon. Devastating moves. He hit you like 10 times with that fucking forearm when you got your back against the ropes. But anyway, bro, it is Sheamus. Sheamus Shaughnessy. I've seen his name before, his full name, but Sheamus is his first name. And red hair, milky white skin. When he comes out of a match, you can see the red welts from getting slapped on him. But anyway, the Celtic Warrior himself, Sheamus. Okay, man. We're gonna pause the game. We're gonna take a look at the scoreboard, at the leaderboard here. And Nando Lamas is in first place with 24 correct answers. And he's followed by Oscar Prince, who also has 24 correct answers. And he's followed by the Drunk Irishman, who also has 24. So the top 3 have the right amount of correct answers. But Nando is quickest with his fingers. El Quattro, you're up there with 24. But you're in 4th place. De Niro, 23. I mean, this is neck and neck. El Harvey, you got 21. The Pigeons got 21. 86, you got 19 correct. Underground Asylum with 16. Archive of Sports, you got 14. JD, you got 14. BJ, you got 9. And Reggie Owens, man, he's got 2. Alonzo Amazi's got 1. Let's resume the competition. And see where we're going from here, man. The next question is coming up in a few seconds. Hey, we're going to go to first grade next week, El Quattro. Which wrestler is known for his coup de grace? Is it Shinsuke Nakamura? 2, is it Seth Rollins? 3, is it Finn Balor? Or 4, is it Daniel Bryan? The coup de grace. Get your votes in there, because I wouldn't have known this one. I would have guessed it correctly, but this isn't one that I had off the top of my head. So who is it, bro? Is it Nakamura, Rollins, Finn Balor, or Daniel Bryan, Danielson? We'll start separating. Oh, Pigeon, that sucks, bro. You were right up there, man. You'll have to plug that sucker in. And the correct answer is Finn Balor, the coup de grace. 75% of you got that right. If you said Daniel Bryan, Daniel's got that cross-face, man. That fucking I forget what he calls it. I'll think of it in a second. But anyway, I'm sure there's going to be a Daniel Bryan question in there, 1 or 2. And here we go, man. Who is known as the game changer in professional wrestling? Is it 1 for Kenny Omega, 2 for Jon Moxley, 3 for Cody Rhodes, or 4 for Chris Jericho? The game changer. El Quattro, man. He's quick on this one, bro. Kenny Omega from AEW, Jon Moxley from AEW, Cody Rhodes, crossover Cody, and Chris Jericho, bro. That's okay, man. You might get those guesses right and keep you up on the scoreboard and the leaderboard. That's the fun part about it. You know? As the channel grows, we'll be able to offer more prizes, but as now, this is just for fun and games and practice. And the game changer. This is another one that I would know by elimination, because I know it's not Jericho, Rhodes, or Moxley, so I'd vote Kenny Omega. And sure enough, it's Kenny Omega. AEW wrestler, man. I don't know why he hasn't crossed over. I guess there's, you could probably find out now with the internet. There ain't no secrets out there. We know everything. Kenny Omega, the Game Changer. He's big in Japan too. I see on the internet where he goes to IWJP. Which wrestler is known for his Dirty Deeds finisher? This is a move that's been around, but different name to it now, a little different twist. And one, is it Seth Rollins, 2 Roman Reigns, 3 John Cena, or 4 Dean Ambrose? Dirty Deeds. Kind of a cool name for a finisher too. Let's computate the answers. Find out the correct answer on here. This is question number 28. There are still another 22 questions to go, man. We are rocking over here, man. The wrestler who's known for dirty deeds. Dirty Dean Ambrose. Another guy around 200 pounds, just a tough son of a bitch, got into the wrestling, made the circuit on the indies, got discovered, went down to the WWE tryout camp, and now he's a millionaire. I think he even married Renee Young, one of the announcers for the WWE. So, you got to have a real drive to succeed in this game. Who is known as the Big Red Machine? Is it The Undertaker, 2 for Kane, 3 for Goldberg, or 4 for The Big Show? The wrestler known as the Big Red Machine. Kane. That's okay, Pigeon. It's better than Googling it. Chris Benoit hit that was Miss my mind's just gone blank. I'll think of it in a second. But of course, man, Kane, Big Daddy Kane. Woman. What the hell was woman's name? Kevin Sullivan's wife, and Benoit took her away. And of course, Big Kane, not Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane's a different cat. But this was Kane, the Big Red Machine. Isn't that funny, man? I'm up here and that her name has gone blank to me, El Quattro. Very, very weird. Very, very weird how that happens when you're up here. Which wrestler is known for his End of Days finisher? The End of Days, another cool kind of is it Seth Rollins for 1? Is it Roman Reigns 2? Is it 3? Is it Braun Strowman? Or 4? Is it Baron Corbin? This is the End of Days. Nancy something, man. Nancy something. But the End of Days, man, I saw that in NXT too, by this dude who I thought was going to come in and take the wrestlers by storm. His name is Baron Corbin, bro. But he ended up being a goof. He ended up, I don't know, he just became a real underachiever. I thought this guy was going to, he was devastating people with that End of Days. It was like kind of like a DDT, and it would put you out. But of course, it was Brian Coben. You remember when Nancy used to come in with the chain around her neck when Kevin Sullivan had her? He'd have a whip in his hand. She had the big wild eyes. Yeah, she was fucking off the board, man. The hobo gimmick. I didn't watch him in WWE. I watched him more in NXT. Who is known as the Lunatic Fringe? Not on YouTube, in pro wrestling. The Lunatic Fringe. 1 for Seth Rollins, 2 for Roman Reigns, 3 for John Cena, and 4 for Dean Ambrose. The Lunatic Fringe. Kevin Sullivan was nuts. He was from up here in Massachusetts. I've met him a couple of times at small shows back in the day. He was a power lifter, a bodybuilder, and he turned wrestling about my age. And but he got into the business big time, got into drugs, it's fucking crazy motherfucker. But the Lunatic Fringe, that is another cat who came up the hard way. And once again, man, see, we're using a lot of these guys in double questions, but they have different things that they do with their careers. So it definitely makes for good questions. And to get 50 questions in an hour, it's not too easy in here. Let me tell you, you got to do a lot of cutting and pasting. Look at a lot of old trivia contests, and then put it on your format. It's fucking nuts. Yep, Nancy was woman. Yes, it was Nancy. Which wrestler is known for the Kinshasa? Is it Shinsuke Nakamura? Is it Seth Rollins? Is it Finn Balor or AJ Styles? The Kinshasa. It's kind of like a knee to the head finisher. Pretty devastating if you really did it to somebody. But when you're pulling back on it, it doesn't look so devastating. But it's another guy, man. Came from Japan. They wanted him in the WWE. And sure enough, man, he's in there right now. I think he's won world titles. I don't follow it as much as I used to. Like I said, I don't follow it at all. But Shinsuke Nakamura, funny guy, devastating. Looks like he'd be a tough guy to wrestle. What happened to my music? Get back here and yes, we must continue. Okay, they kind of think like guys like me putting on for background, but we got to let them know that we're participating in it. Go back and get that tunes going in the background. But of course, it was Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's see how many of you got this one right. Let's see. All of yous, man. See, we may be dwindling down in numbers, but for the ones that are hanging in there and going for the gusto, 100% correct answers on that. We'll get to our next question, and I'm looking outside because, like I said earlier, I do a couple of walks a day. That's how I get my exercise, my cardio exercise. And it's foggy out there, but it's definitely doable. Definitely doable for the walk. The dog is going to be coming with me. The Scottish Psychopath. Sheamus, Finn Balor, McIntyre, or Becky Lynch? Who's the Scottish Psychopath? Yeah, we know the Irish Psychopath. We don't know the Scottish Psychopath. I see a lot of answers coming in there. Mostly correct answers. And of course, it's another guy who came around under big promises, auspicious debut, didn't quite pan out in his first run, came back again, and now he's big time. And that's the Scottish Psychopath, Drew McIntyre. In fact, they even towards the end of his first run, man, they had him in the 3-man gang. They had him in all kind of degrading stuff. So he kind of went home for a little bit, went back on the indies, and now he's WWE royalty. Let's get to question number 34. We'll see how you guys are doing, and we'll check the leaderboard out once we hit 40. Which wrestler is known for the Coquilla Clutch? A devastating move too if you put this on somebody. The Coquilla Clutch. Kind of a sleeper where you got the arms hooked up and you ain't going nowhere. Is it Seth Rollins? 2, is it Samoa Joe? 3, is it Roman Reigns? Or 4, is it Braun Strowman? The Coquilla Clutch. computing the answers. And the winning answer is Samoa Joe. Another guy, man. This guy's got a gut on him. He looks soft, but he's crazy. A crazy Islander, man. You know, those guys can be deceiving looking. Martial artist, just a tough guy. Samoan Joe. He's still in there, man. He's still wrestling. I caught him last time I was watching the WWE. He's still doing his thing, man. But shout out to the big Samoan Joe, man. Get ready for the next question coming right up in a second. Who is known as the Demon King? Is it Shinsuke Nakamura? Is it Seth Rollins? Is it Finn Balor? Or is it Daniel Bryan, the Demon King? See, these are ones just watching wrestling on a casual basis. You catch WrestleMania or SummerSlam and bango, you know who the Demon King is. So who is it? El Harvey was fast, but he wasn't correct on that one. JD, I think you got this one, bro. Everybody else is in second place. But still, it's a correct answer. And like I said earlier, at the end, it'll tell us who's the winner, who'll get this mythological trophy of the greatest wrestling trivia contestant we've had so far on Bruce Cast, Boxing, Jazz, and more. And of course, the answer for this one is, man, Finn Balor. Another crazy bastard, bro. I think he's from Ireland too, man. I'm pretty sure Finn Balor's from Ireland. He's got the tons of tattoos and does the shit off the top ropes. And cares less about his body, never mind yours, but what he puts his body through with these moves. Let's get to the next question. Which wrestler is known for his Samoan drop move? The Samoan drop. Is it The Rock? 2, is it Roman Reigns? 3, John Cena? Or 4, Brock Lesnar? The Samoan drop. From Wicklow Island. There you go, JD. We got people that know their wrestling in here, because I just assumed, I kind of thought I heard he was from Ireland, but like I said, bro, devastating competitor. Small guy too. I think he's under 200 pounds. And who's known for the Samoan drop? Once you got in that Samoan drop, it was all downhill from there. You kind of ended up over the shoulders. The winning answer on this one is Roman Reigns. The drunk Irishman got in there first, man. We have some answers all over the place because you have to pay attention in wrestling to know things like this. I didn't know this one. I would have to really figure it out for a sec. Alonzo, my brother, how you doing in this questioning game here? We'll check in a second. Oh, we're at 35 now, man. We want to pause it. We want to pause it over here, and then we want to check the game board, display the leaderboard here, and stretch a little bit. Let me get back to the leader. Display the leaderboard. Okay, here it is. And like I said earlier, Nando in first place with 34 correct answers. The drunk Irishman also with 34, and El Quattro with 34. But they have you guys with the speed of the question. De Niro's up there with 32, bro. Only 2 questions away from first place. El Harvey, 28. The Pigeons, a respectable 26. Oscar, I don't know if Oscar's still here, but he had 24 last time I looked. JD is cooking strong with 23, and 86 with 20. Underground Asylum, 16. Archive with 14. BJ's with 9. Reggie Owens had 2, and Alonzo only got 1. And Mr. Brooks, 610 with 1. Alonzo, I thought you'd be smoking this contest, bro. I thought for sure you'd get everyone right when you came in here. Now let's go back to the next question. And the next question is, no, that's the Who is known as the Beast Incarnate in pro wrestling? The Beast Incarnate. Is it The Undertaker, 2 Stone Cold, 3 John Cena, or 4 Brock Lesnar? Nando with that quick speed and a quick mind. The Beast Incarnate. Oh, I think the battery's wearing out on this one. Speaking of wearing out batteries. Maybe not, it's still hitting good, but I haven't charged it in a few days. So that's why I'm assuming. Who is known as the Beast Incarnate? And this cat, man, 300-pound freaking animal, comes into the WWE by storm, destroys everybody, treats John Cena like his daddy. I mean, dude, it was like this. When Brock Lesnar first came onto the scene, and he's still 84% of you got that one right, but he doesn't even like to hang around with the wrestlers, demands his own dressing rooms. The guy's definitely a diva, but he gets paid like that. He doesn't have to travel with the boys on the road, doesn't have to do house shows. Incredible, man. They bend over backwards for him. I don't know if they're going to be still doing that now that Vince is out of Vince is off the board of directors, or Vince is not the CEO anymore. We'll see what's happening. Wrestling's not going to die. It's always going to go on. Which wrestler is known for his frog splash? Is it 1? Is it Rey Mysterio? 2, is it Kurt Angle? 3, Eddie Guerrero? Or 4, Chris Benoit? The frog splash. A devastating move. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of it. You know, Rob Van Dam had a pretty good one too. Kind of along the same lines. But this wrestler passed on. Very sudden death. They don't know if it was from the steroid abuse, the drug abuse, man. They live a hard life on the road, but the wrestler was, man, computing it. We all know who it is anyway, man. It was Eddie Guerrero, man. Lie, cheat, and steal. There you go. And there you go, Nando's. No, this bad boy's still got enough charge in it. Yeah, that's it. Rob had the 5-star. Now let's move on to the next question. Now we still have a few seconds to go. A few seconds to go. That means a little drink of water. Get your brain cleaned out. Get that fog. Roll that fog out of there. I had a steak last night, Pigeon. I had to do a little bit of trimming on it. There was a little bit of gristle in there to go around. But anyway, who's the king of the strong style in pro wrestling? The strong style. 1, is it Shinsuke Nakamura? 2, is it Seth Rollins? 3, is it Finn Balor? Or 4, is it AJ Styles? Strong style. We know who's the king of strong style on YouTube, and that's Mr. P, bro. But as far as pro wrestling, who's known as the king of strong style? And a lot of wrestlers don't like this because they say he punches rather stiffly. You know, he's not so good at pulling the punches back, as they say. And of course, that's the Japanese sensation, Shinsuke Nakamura, king of the strong style. We're getting ready for the final countdown now, man. The final 10 questions. We'll see who's the king of the trivia over here, the king of professional wrestling trivia. Coming up on the next question. Which wrestler is known for his Styles Clash finisher? Is it aforementioned Shinsuke Nakamura, 2, Seth Rollins, 3, Finn Balor, or 4, AJ Styles? The styles of Clash. Hint, hint. But this is question number 40. AJ the boxer has no style. He looked pretty good his last couple of outings lately. I want to see him in action with one of the top two. Not so much with Usyk if he wins. I mean, dude, we got so much boxing coming up. I want to see AJ in the mix, man. I think he's gonna be. I think he might shine. I think he's improved a little bit since those two fights with Usyk. So we'll see. But anyway, the Styles clash. Another guy who did it the hard way, AJ Styles, on the smaller size, spent 10 years on the independents before he got a tryout with the WWE, and now he's right up there with the best of them, man. AJ Styles, 100% got that one right. Who is known as the Swiss Superman in professional wrestling? Is it Sheamus? 2 for Seth Rollins? 3 for Drew McIntyre? Or 4 for Cesaro? The Swiss Superman. And the word in the back is that this dude is one of the strongest pound for pound in the game, and he's a mid carder. Who is it, Pigeon? The Swiss Superman, not the Birmingham Superman, the Swiss Superman. The sun is coming up now. I'm gonna have a good walk. The rain is leaving and the sun is coming up. The Swiss Superman. Cisnero. I even forget what his name is. I knew his real name. I have it in my head somewhere, but anyway, he's been around for a while. He's bald and he doesn't. I don't know if he shaves his head now, but he has like the hair on the side looks fucking weird. Makes you look old. But anyway, strong as a bull. They say he's benches 500 for reps in the gym. I mean, just an incredibly underlooking strong, kind of like that guy Anatoly. If you ever look at the shorts. Which wrestler is known for his cattle mutation submission? And this is a devastating submission move. They don't even allow it in the WWE. It was saved for the Indies. But was it Seth Rollins? Was it John Cena? Was it Daniel Bryan? Or was it CM Punk? And this move is it's kind of even hard to explain. Almost like a reverse chicken wing, and you put them in a bridge. But you do that in a match, you're gonna pop somebody's shoulders out. But anyway, man, another little guy from the Indies who made his appearance on Tough Enough. He didn't win the whole thing, but he got himself a contract, became a WWE champion. Total underachiever, overachiever, I guess they would call him. An overachiever for a smaller guy. Vaughn, salute my brother. And it is, of course, man, Bryan Danielson, who goes by the name Daniel Bryan. I don't know why he can't use his real name, but anyway, man, the guy. I don't even think he's in the WWE anymore. I think he's in the AEW now. You know, they used to bounce around before. Then Vince kind of monopolized it, so he just had the biggest one. But now there are other guys. There's a Sheik from Saudi that's Tony Khan that's running the AEW. So there's competition out there. Not much, and it's like everything else. It runs in cycles. Who is known as the Beast Slayer? The Beast Slayer. 1 is Seth Rollins. 2 for Roman Reigns. 3 for John Cena, who pops up in a lot of these answers here. Or 4, Dean Ambrose. The Beast Slayer. Who was it? And he put this name in when Brock Lesnar was the Beast incarnate. He called himself the Beast Slayer, and I think he did. Take the title from Brock Lesnar when Lesnar had to go out on injury or something like that. But anyway, who was known as the Beast Slayer? Kind of a cool name to have, huh? Number 1, Seth Rollins with the curb stomp. The new breed of wrestling, man. This is like, Denise was saying earlier about the jazz. You know, she knows the classic stuff, the new stuff, not so much. Same thing with me in professional wrestling. That's why I had to use these simple questions because I don't know the hard ones about today's wrestling. You get to my era, to the 70s and 80s, bro. Carlos, you love it. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding, man? You know you love it. You're almost in first place. Which wrestler is known for his 619 finisher? Is it The Undertaker? Is it, did I do this question already? Is it Mysterio? Is it Orton? Or is it Lesnar? The 619 finisher. I might have, I'm not sure. But if not, that's a bonus one for you. This should be 100% right. And everybody gets a participation trophy for this one. We only have 6 more questions to go before we wrap this one up, man, and we see who the winner is. They'll get their name immortalized on the next wrestling trivia show. But the answer for this one is, man, of course, Rey Mysterio, that move that totally choreographed to perfection, off the top rope, the bottom rope with the knees, and bang, knocking the head. You take that bump. He goes to the top rope and does that bang, that unbelievable finish. Before you know it, you don't know if you're shitting or puking, but it's Rey Mysterio Jr., devastating athlete. His son Dominic is with the WWE now. You know, keeping it in the family. He was also a nephew of, or a cousin of Eddie Guerrero. All these cats are related, man. The Mexican connection in wrestling, they got a big one down there. Next question. In the home stretch of this game, who is known as the Bulgarian Brute? Is it Sheamus? Is it Rusev? Is it Finn Balor? Or is it Drew McIntyre? Who is known as the Bulgarian Brute? I was going to say Boz maybe, but is Boz from Bulgaria? I'm not sure. But that'd be a good name for him. But who was the Bulgarian Brute? And he was devastating too. I first saw him come on in the Survivor Series. Not Survivor Series. I'll think of it in a second. But it was his name is Rusev. And he came in the ring where you come in the ring, it's like a battle royale. Every 2 minutes somebody comes in the ring, and he came in and he must have taken out about 8 different participants. Awesome wrestler, Rusev. Married Lana. You know, big dude. I think he was a cab driver in San Francisco. And they said, hey man, you can come in as a Russian strongman. And he definitely was and definitely is, but I don't even know if he's still in the WWE right now. Devastating specimen. Which wrestler is known for his ankle lock submission? Is it Rey Mysterio? Is it Kurt Angle? Is it Eddie Guerrero? Or is it Chris Benoit? The ankle lock. And this dude right here, man, this guy's another one. Olympic wrestler, won an Olympic gold medal with a broken neck. Now he's a semi-retired professional. I mean, the dude is unbelievable. One of the toughest. All these guys are tough, but this cat right here, he not only beat the shit out of you, but he twists you up like a pretzel and make you scream before he lets you go. That's how much of an arsenal he had. But of course, it's the gold medalist, man. You know, Kurt Angle. He called it the Angle Lock. So we don't want to give it away, but yeah, man. Oh damn, broken neck. Olympic gold medal with a broken neck, huh? Unbelievable. Closing in on the end here, man. Just bear with me. We got 4 more questions to go. Then we'll go into the board. We'll go into the winners board and see who's the master of pro wrestling trivia. And I know a few have been here from the beginning, so it hasn't been a total wash. Pigeon's been in here since question 1. He's been doing all right. Who is known as the boss in pro wrestling? Is it Sasha Banks? Is it Charlotte Flair? Is it Becky Lynch? Or is it Bayley? That's the boss. That's okay, Pigeon. Take a bet. Take a guess. Hey, Straight 8, my brother. Salute. Good to see you in here, man. Straight to the point. I always call them Straight 8 for some reason. My mind is slow. It doesn't compute real fast. And I smoke a lot of weed. So straight to the point, man. He's got a great show out there. Knows his basketball. Loves his boxing. He actually thought I was in the LDBC when I went over there, bro. And shout out to the man. Go give him a sub if you're in here, man. And we are nothing but love for everybody out there with Bruce Gas. Boxing, jazz, and more. Professional wrestling, health and nutrition, and fine weed. And we did a weed trivia last week. We're going to do another jazz trivia. Right now, we're ending up our professional wrestling trivia. Which wrestler is known for his curb stomp finisher? And that's a very controversial calling finishing move. It's devastating in the ring, and I think he beat Brock Lesnar with this move to win the title. And who was it? Was it Seth Rollins? Was it Roman Reigns? Was it John Cena, or was it Dean Ambrose? A wrestler known for his curb stomp finisher. I see a lot of right answers in there. Pigeon, you're right, man. It's one of those moves where it's highlight reel stuff. And here's the computated answer. As we dig down into the bowels and the banks of professional wrestling, into the archives, the curb stomp. Seth Rollins, the drunk Irishman, was quick on a draw. Yeah, the battery's starting to die on this one, I believe. Yeah, see that blinky? That means the battery's starting to die, but that's all good. I can plug it in, go for the walk, winding down in the contest. 100% got that one right. We're going to keep it moving. Who is known as the Empress of Tomorrow in professional wrestling? The Empress of Tomorrow. 1, is it Charlotte Flair? 2, is it Becky Lynch? 3, is it Bayley? Or 4, is it Asuka? The Empress of Tomorrow. That's a cool name too, isn't it? I never heard that one before. I never knew it until I cut and pasted this question for you rabid wrestling fans out there. This is the next to the last one, man. The Empress of Tomorrow. Sounds very philosophically Japanese, orientally, like a philosophy kind of a thing. But of course, man, it's Asuka. And you have to listen to it pronounced that, because you look at it, Asuka, just like Oscar Mayer. But the Empress of Tomorrow is Asuka. This is the last question, man. This is the one where we end the game. I guess you can't. I don't know how to do double points or bonus points or anything like that. I'll figure it out eventually, because I can do I can put some of my own at the end there and make them real hard, based on my audience. But let's get to the final question. And the final question is, which wrestler is known for his sweet chin music finisher? The sweet chin music. Is it Triple H? 2, is it Shawn Michaels? 3, Ric Flair? Or 4, Bret Hart? The sweet chin music. Adare, my brother. Good to see you in here, man. Thank you much for popping by, bro. You're a little bit late to participate, but pleasure to see you in here. Giving us more reason to keep doing this. And the winner of this question is, and the final question of the final question of our series on professional wrestling trivia, Shawn Michaels. You know, absolutely, Shawn Michaels. We all know that one. And what we will do now is we'll go into the scores. I'll go into the scorecards. Display the leaderboard, and we will see who won this contest. Nando Lamas in first place with 48 correct out of 50, and plus he got to that digital thing, but the 48 correct answers, bro, that puts him in freaking lead right there, bro. But Nando's, man, shout out to you, brother. Much respect for your knowledge of professional wrestling. You were followed very closely by Carlos Mendoza, the Drunk Irishman, with 44 correct. De Niro, you got 44 also. Pigeon, for a guy that says he wasn't even in the game, you got 37%, 37 right out of 50 for fourth place. JD, 36 right. El Quattro, 34. El Harvey, 29. Oscar with 24. My buddy 86 got 20 right. Underground Asylum with 16. Archives of Sorts, bro. Good to see you in here, man. Appreciate the hope you subbed to the channel. You got 14 for 11th place. Not bad for a first time cat. Just came in halfway through the show. BJ's Misadventures with 9. In 9th place with 12. My boy Reggie Owens. He only was in there for a second, but he got two right. He got 13th place. Alonzo only played one question, man. 14th place. Adari, you got you're in 17th place, man. Mr. Brooks, you got 15th place. T4 Huskies got 1. But man, you know, it's just fun doing it. It's all fun. Definitely all fun. I like doing this stuff, man. It's a good way to kill a little bit of time, to enjoy different subjects besides boxing. Definitely be doing some boxing talk later on today. I always get invited to this panel on Sunday nights. It's called the Old Timers. It's over at this dude named Jay Hardcore Boxing, and I share it on my channel too. So as long as you're subbed here, you should get your notification. And you know, he gets Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis. He gets Tank Davis's trainers on there. And he gets this other guy, Umar, used to be a professional boxer. You know, it's some guys that really know the game and don't like to just scream and yell the bullshit that you see on a lot of these YouTube channels. And it's the kind of talking that I dig, man. Yeah, Jay Hardcore's my man over there. And you know, I like to go to his channel a lot, and he comes here when he can. But see, a lot of us, we do shows at the same time. That's just the way it goes out here, man. You know, you can't look at somebody else's show and say, well, I'm not going to go here. I want you to go here after this one. Bro, this is TV. This is cable. We got 97 channels and nothing on. I go to everybody's channel. Sometimes I don't stay long. At least we give you a thumbs up. Hey, my sister Lady Chan, salute, man. Why won't I give you his number? I emailed it to you, man. I emailed it to you. Look, here's my emails right here. There's my email. I thought I gave it to you twice. No problem, man. No problem there, bro. Tim will be more than happy to get a phone call by you, my sister. What can I tell you? There's my email. It's brucegoes@gmail.com. Make sure you type the "it's" in front of there. Stop, man. If you were a fan of professional wrestling, bro, you should have been down here. It didn't come through. Okay. Okay, sister. Stop, man. You would have dug it. We talked about professional wrestling on here. It was a trivia. Nando Lamas took first place, man. He knows his shit and he's fast on the draw, so we got to give Nando's all the credit in the world. But anyway, Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and Martin. Lady Chan, when I sent you it, you even sent me back. Got it. So I don't know what to tell you, man. It's in there. If you don't have it, just send me an email. I'll send it to you. And shout out to Nando Lamas once again, man. Great wrestling mind, wrestling trivia. I'm gonna do more trivia because I'm digging this whole format. And you know, I have a better than average knowledge in boxing, as you know, in professional wrestling, as we'll see, in jazz, and health, nutrition, and fitness. I did that for 30 years of my life. I have several certifications in the game, and of course the fine reefer. We did a reefer trivia the other day. It was a lot of fun, man. So keep your notification button on. Yeah, this was WWE Wrestling Lady Chan. You can go play back a little bit and check it out. Keep your notification button on because I'm digging on this trivia platform that I found. This new thing, and it's a great way to kill some time, to keep the mind sharp. And we got a lot of cats on here that are digging it, man. Getting a lot of participation. And anyway, man, time for me to go for a walk. I'm out of here. Thank you much for coming by. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more.